It is completely mad that in 2023, in my country, in Malta, I have to face criminal charges for not just sharing my testimony of leaving homosexuality behind as an identity, as a practice, and all of that, but also because of mentioning an organization that stands for biblical values when it comes to sex, and or gender or sexuality. Having to face criminal charges for expressing all of this is really a disgrace. I think people who care about freedom of speech should be very alarmed over what happened to me, and unfortunately is happening to some others slowly in different ways across the world. The law itself in Malta, the Affirmation of Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity and Gender Expression Act, is very biased. The law starts by taking a very clear view on these three aspects that I mentioned, which are sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. The law tells you what is good and what is not. The law tells you that if you try to suppress feelings, or identities, you're a fraudster, or you're crazy. That's what it's indirectly saying at a start. And the law has no concept of unwanted identities. The law just expects everyone to follow their feelings as if human beings have no control or no authority over their feelings. So the government is literally telling its citizens that they must accept their feelings as normal, as true, and that they must follow their feelings no matter what. We've done 3 hearings already. We're on to our 4th hearing now, where the co-accused, God willing, will start to present their defense later on this month, September 2023. And I look forward to my defense. I believe we have a good, strong defense because we're in the right. We're proclaiming God's truth. We have nothing to be ashamed of. And none of this pressure will in any way cause us to change our message or to change our worship. When this happened to Daniel, he changed nothing about his worship. He went to his upper room. He prayed morning, afternoon, and evening. He even opened his window. He couldn't care less about the threats that were coming against him. He was in submission to his God. And that's a message for us today. When this legal pressure, this governmental pressure comes against the church, comes against God's people, we ought to be like Daniel. We stay bold. We open our windows. We shout God's goodness out loud, His mercy, His holiness out loud, and we change nothing about our worship. The laws have to change. The governments have to change, but Christians don't have to change their worship, and they will not change their worship because they are called to be faithful to their Redeemer, their Creator.